Got the camera warmer, so I'm calling it for this weekend, ready. So what's on my mind? First of all, yes, I already know if I got rid of projects, I wouldn't have this problem. This is not complaining about, oh, I have too much stuff to do, blah, 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 I can't do it. Well, that may be true, but I'm not complaining about it. I'm just mentioning here what's on my mind. Things I'd like to do. Is it unrealistic? Yeah. Should I get rid of about 50 vehicles, maybe 100? Probably. Am I going to? No. So I still want to dream big. Let me have my my hopes and dreams, even if they're delusional. We've got the budget Suburban 3 here. 1, 2, 3. I think it's a 3. Might be the 4th. Anyways, I'd like to put a big block in it, 1 tons and a lift. The 400 in it sold. So day whatever of still not putting axles under the Suburban. Move the Suburban closer to the shop. Need to finish installing this front end. The budget Suburban 3 or 4 or whatever this thing is finally runs again. So I gotta change valve covers, put a power steering pump on it, a fan, lots of other little things, plug wires that match. But it runs now. Not another dead rig sitting in the way. And there's one less engine in the shop. Put fuel in the budget Suburban. Today's tractor gets to be the budget Suburban. Okay, so now we got the winch hooked up to the rear. All right, pull it up a little bit here. Back home. So we're going to try to change the carburetor because right now that's what happens when you give it throttle. Go get that control module, and I was going to use the Suburban for that because the snow is kind of deep back there and it's locked front and rear, and then that'll be my test on if this carburetor is the issue, why it's cutting out, or if it's a fuel delivery problem. This is actually the carb that was saved for the yellow dually plow truck, but gonna have to use it for now since I didn't mess with the plow truck this season. Gonna throw this on, see how it runs on this. The new carb test is inconclusive. Runs better than the other carb. I gotta love welded fronts. Again, our own personal perspective and the context of what we're talking about has a great deal to do with how we use some of this terminology and stuff. I mean, like, one person's beater is another person's really nice vehicle. On this side, the sparking was like down by your starter almost. So I should probably move this crew cab because it's like about the only dually other than the black one that doesn't have messed up dually fenders. Every other dually up here needs dually fenders, and it's right next to where we're going to run rigs, so that's a target. I'm going to move that.
Heath's fastest lap was a 1:19. Daryl, your fastest lap was a 1:28.
9 seconds.
And then Ryan, you were a 1:29. So you guys were with 1 second.
So maybe I shouldn't have tried this. I actually said I wasn't going to try this, but you know, it's just a Suburban. Alright, so we're gonna got a winch line out. Gonna get the other two out. Okay, winch in. We use those two winches now that we're out of the worst spot. Okay, now go right and go forward. We're just about out of here. Get this turn around, get the step side turn around, try to get back before something runs out of gas. Well, I guess we can see how well the Suburban fared last night since we were up to about here or so on the bank. This dent was already here. Not too bad. Like, I don't see anything other than right here where the mirror was into the bank. Push the door in a little bit. Can't remember if that was there or not, but probably can pop that back out. So didn't do too bad. About was already there, I think. So anyways, I probably shouldn't be driving a over 7,000 pound rig and then be the one that gets stuck, but we came back, we got the bigger trucks and the winches and got it out. So never know when you got to do another recovery on the road. When Jeremy decides to do a wheelie with his riding lawnmower. So I was down below doing something else last night, and Justin and Chelsea came up to move the car. That truck wouldn't budge it, so they were going to give it a little tug with the Suburban. And this is that type of snow that just was warm enough to pack and make ice. Well, Suburban spun out now on ice patches. That's on ice patches and the strap's tight. They tried winching with this to the front of this, and it still wouldn't budge. So this is the first I've seen this whole situation. I think my plan would be to hook this winch to something stationary and heavy like that. And we'll bring this truck around to the front of that and try to pull that forward and this forward, and we should be able to get that truck with the trailer and the car pulled out of that hole. I mean, there's other ways of doing it too. There's multiple options. So I never like to cross lines, and that's not something you should ever do, but we're kind of stuck with that option because we can't get this strap off and we can't hook both to that side. That side's already buckling a little bit. So we've got to cross for a little bit just to get it pulled out, at least to get this one unhooked. I'm hooked to that truck. We are moving. it's going on its own now. It's taking air now.
Yeah, I just had to take the pressure off the bead.
Oh, yeah, that's what I had to do last time too. Well, I guess we'll try this one winch with a snatch block first. Go first, let her by. That way, if she has problems in any of the ruts we just made, I can pull or you can pull back.
Okay.
He's like, those sliding ends, we should probably get in there and check them.
Fun times.
Mud pit's open. Too tall staying up, so that's a good thing. I had to give up on too tall because lost all power steering. I'm assuming the pump must have just gave way. So I hopped in this Suburban, was gonna go and noticed was gonna just tighten down this bolt, but apparently the bearings in the whole front pinion bearing is shot. Nope, can't drive this one either.